Okay, so this video is going to be all about Mother 3 for the Game Boy Advance. It was a fan translation. This is the English one. Obviously it wasn't released in English officially, so it's just the fan translation, and then it's been flashed to a cart, so you can pick these up. I've seen them on Etsy and stuff for like £20, and it comes with like a nice fancy box and all that, but it's all just more fan-made stuff, and get them on eBay for probably a tenner, but you can get them. I got this one on AliExpress for £5. Or actually it was less than that, it was £4. So it's good enough for me really. I don't have any need for any fancy case or anything. It just comes like this, and it's pretty looks good, looks decent enough. Doesn't look like it just what's the word? It's not fake, it's not reproduction. Just doesn't really look fan made. I've got another game here, you can compare it. See if you can compare the quality of it. Yeah, it looks perfectly fine. It's for £4, so it's got the fan translation there. So if anyone doesn't know about this series, it's like a trilogy of RPGs from Japan. First two were released there. The second one was released in English as Earthbound, and then the first one was released, I think, just a few years ago on the Wii U. That's Earthbound Beginnings or something. This one was never released in English, so this is just the fan translation. There's no official English release or anything, so it's still meant to be pretty decent. Like, it's mostly the story around the game that caught my attention than the actual game itself, because I never played the series or anything, don't really know anything about it. But I saw that this one was partially developed by Brownie Brown, which they made Magical Star Sign for the DS, so I quite enjoyed that. So when I saw you could actually get a cart for it, I was a lot more interested. I couldn't be bothered emulating it on the PC or anything. So yeah, ordered this from China, took a few weeks to arrive, £4. Bought a new DS Lite so I could give it a go. I have an old Game Boy Advance SP thing. I'm noticing the backlight, or how bad the backlight is now, so just health and safety screen, Mother 3, fan translation, free unofficial translation. Obviously I don't mind paying a few quid for the cart. Game Boy player, Nintendo. So I played a little bit of it so far, just to make sure the save's working and all that. So it seems to be. It's all working fine. So it's working perfectly fine so far. I don't think I'll have any trouble with it, or I hope I don't anyway. I don't think the other 1+2 compilation cart was ever released in English either, but you can also get copies of that made. Oops, this box will go together. So that's very nice. I'd seen some other ones, some other versions of this cart that just have been made by some random people that don't look as nice. They're like got a blue case, like a clear case. You can get them cheapy, like 400 or 1000 games in one cartridges, and it seemed like one of those. So I was hoping this was a decent looking one, and it is. So I guess all the people on Etsy, they're just buying them cheap from China and then repackaging them, putting a different sticker on them, and creating a case which they order in from somewhere else, and then they just increase the price by 20 quid and then sell it on. But this is perfectly fine. £4 from China. Only took about 2 weeks to arrive, so that's nothing at all. So I heard a lot of good things about this game though. Hoping it's decent. I'm sure it is, or else there wouldn't be such a fuss about it. No one would have gone through the effort to translate the whole thing into English. So if anyone's interested in buying a copy of this, if you don't already have one, or if you just want a cart to play on your Game Boy Advance or whatever, I'll put a link in the description, so just check down there for where to buy it, and hope I don't have any problems with it, but it seems good so far, well worth the £4, and thanks for watching.